Welcome back, my little recusants, to another episode of our Kingdom Hearts 2 Final Mix 100% guide. We went through the Cavern of Remembrance. We got a good few amount of treasure chests and puzzles, but I'm like, I have max level glide. I am checking off these worlds. I'm going along. I'm going to get every puzzle piece by hook or by crook this episode. And obviously we are completing a bunch of different rewards because odds are we've completed a bunch of collections, like getting all the remembrance. We're after collecting enough Twilight Stars, Twilight Stones. Like a lot went through there. A lot of good stuff happened, and we can make defense boosts and a bunch of stuff because we've just been collecting so much in leveling up our forms. We're even able to make stat ups, which is great. And as I say, if you're able to create enough with enough bright materials, you can level up your Moogle status, which can give you discounts on recipes and just make your synthesis overall a lot simpler. So when it comes to looking through your list here, you're going to basically have to look and see, okay, do I have a recipe and has that recipe underneath it the same recipe as above, but with a Serenity item? Because basically for a bunch of this different stuff, it's all about having Serenity items to turn your petite ribbon into a ribbon and stuff like that. So an awful lot of the late game synthesis will just be farming the items as well as the Serenity items. But this episode is puzzle procurement. And with all of our different movement, we can hop, skip and glide our way along through all of these different areas. So just go to the village and then go to the throne room, and we're going to collect our two other puzzle pieces there. The only way you were ever getting these particular ones is with glide. So, like, yeah, just getting final form has unlocked so much. Not only like an amazing form, but just a bunch of other demanding things that we needed to do. And then I was like, oh, well, we have this one piece left. Grand, we can look into this one puzzle piece. It's back in the encampment. Now, the encampment is one of the only places in the entire game where we can run into the Air Pirate, and the Air Pirate gives us dark crystals, which we will need to collect multiples of, because it's the crystals that we're not going to be able to buy in the Moogle shop. And basically, this whole episode is me landing in a world and just zooming along with glide to basically get these other puzzle pieces that I just didn't have the movement skill or the height to jump and get them. But look how fast it becomes. Like, it's actually just hilarious. Like, and what you'll notice as well, because we finished these worlds and got to the title screen, these particular worlds will have Mushroom 13 enemies to hunt down. We've done 5 already, and as I say, I think I'll take the time to put up and show off basically all the different mushrooms at one go. Like just a separate video of like mushroom 1, mushroom 2, etc. We can hunt down bulky vendors now as well. If you go kind of world to world as we're doing, you're going to inevitably trigger one, if not multiple bulky vendors.
Let's go!
They can give us Serenity items as well. One of the only that can drop Serenity crystals. Oh, and this is where auto limit is bad. This is where auto limit is bad. This is where auto limit is bad. But when you get one of the enemies with the Prime Capsule Reaction command, you have the best chance of getting an Orichalcum as well as a Serenity Crystal. So you can synthesize Serenity Crystals anyway, but just if you can get one for free, why not? Got another puzzle piece just from gliding, and we're going to just glide all the way through, go to the save point, and head to our next world.
Yeah.
And it literally was the case of like, right, I've done Beast Castle, I've done, you know, different worlds here. I just was hopping around the world map, and then I just checked in the journal and being like, oh, there's still one left in Disney Castle. Don't think I even saw that the entire time I was there, but I just remembered where it was. Disney Castle is completely completed for now. And this is where I was like, okay, so like what pieces were missing in Twilight Town, etc. And yeah, so it's just the case of finding them. So just follow me as we go on our little world tour. Oh, we also have the Absent Silhouette. But not today, Absent Silhouette. We are puzzle procurers. And now this one is funny, because you're going to have to basically start from the top of the hill, and then using glide all the way down and try and line up with our puzzle piece there. Needed the max height for that one. And like, even this one, it's like max height, double jump, puzzle piece. Then the final one is just by the mansion. So when we go to the old mansion, it was the one that I saw with Hayner, Pence and the gang, and I was like, oh, we can't reach it without glide, unfortunately. And yes, that is another mushroom, but we will get to the mushrooms at another video. And then we're going to move on to another world, since we now are like, yeah, puzzle pieces are done. But then I'm like, what characters are missing? And that reminds me of another mini game we're going to have to do. So fun. And then I'm like, can we finish that one? No. Can we finish this one? Yes! And a nice manifest illusion for our troubles. And a lot of the other pieces are actually coming together, in fairness. Like, I think this one's a beautiful homage to Chain of Memories. Slowly but surely we'll get there, guys. But yeah, it's just nice when you're kind of actually feeling like you're like at the precipice of finishing, you know. You're kind of like, yeah, we're actually finishing Puzzle Collection. We're actually, you know, getting there. You know, it feels great. It feels great to kind of feel like, okay, I have the final form, I have glide, I have all my movement. It's just a case of getting to level 99. It's a case of finishing the story and doing the mini games. So like, I hope an episode like this that is kind of all just side content, but with the kind of directive of completioning. Like, we're kind of at the completionist stage. And then I'm like, oh my god, I had all these different things. So, don't forget your setups. Use them. We're going to move on to Timeless River, because again, I went into the journal and I was like, okay, where are there other puzzle pieces? And I was like, Timeless River, of course. There is also a mushroom in Timeless River. Don't ask me what or how, but there is. And then I'm like, there's the duality. The final duality piece. Oh my god. Like, when I finished the other one before that one, I was like, that's wild. Where is this piece of feckin' puzzle? And we get the rare document, another recipe for the Moogles. So you're actually like needing to do so much to get this item synthesis done. Like, to even get the recipes, you have to do the puzzles. And I mean, I like that. I like that everything's sort of interconnected, you know? So let's drop that off to the Moogles there. And it's a draw ring. And the wonderful thing about draw rings is that they make wonderful upgraded items known as lucky rings. And so I think I literally go and I make it immediately because I'm like, oh my god, give me another lucky ring. Because with the Serenity Crystal that we got from the bulky vendors, and it gives a huge amount of EXP too, we're able to make a lucky ring that gives us a bonus lucky effect. And I'm like, equip it, get it on my finger now. And then I'm like, what's the material logs? What do I need? Where's the recipe? Where is the recipe? Go back. But yeah, this is getting into the proper end game stuff, guys. If you want to go back, and as you can see with the different Moogle levels, like it's basically halving, you know, the amount of items needed for B recipes, C recipes, A recipes, and when you get to high enough level, it will also have the S rank recipes, which potentially is like you should probably wait till your max level to do the S ones, but it's also like you can take your time and you're able to mass produce stuff anyway. I wouldn't be too worried about just getting the good stuff now once you can get the good stuff, you know? Oh, pirates! The amount of times I jumped that mast with just double jump was way too many times, and it just felt amazing to be able just to glide a little hop and a step over. And heading back to Port Royal, of course there's nobodies. Why wouldn't there be? But what is super nice is that since we've technically cured the Aztec curse forever, the pirates of Pirates of the Caribbean will never appear again. We don't have to be worrying about them standing in the shade and just being immune for ages. We only get heartless and nobodies, which is really a nice little feature that people might not have clocked into or clued into, is the fact that the undead pirates never appear again, which is nice. And with all those puzzle pieces done, that's another world finitoed. And then I'm like, where else are there puzzle pieces? Like, where do I need to look? And it's like Radiant Garden, 100 Acre Wood, Space Paranoids. That's it. Which basically is go to Hollow Bastion. All the other puzzle pieces are in Hollow Bastion, in some dimension, cyberspace, fictional book. So Hollow Bastion, as per usual, holds the keys to our hearts in its mysterious depths. And the funniest thing is that 90% of these puzzle pieces you've seen. Like, we've just seen them, we've looked at them, and it's like, can't get that yet though. So, leave a comment if you remember where the Space Paranoid one is. It's just here, it's just to the left. It's high up that we couldn't reach. Without double jump and glide. So now I'm like, oh yeah, give me that Magnera Thundaga. Great area to grind lightning crystals, by the way. It's basically this world for lightning crystals, Hollow Bastion for blazing crystals, Pride Land for frost crystals, the lucid crystals just from Neo Shadows, which are everywhere, energy crystals from the books, bright crystals from the Neo Shadows, dark crystals from Land of Dragons, tranquility crystals from the doing really well at the mushroom 13, which is just aggro. You can just defeat the mushroom 5 in like less than 10 seconds, so you can just repeat that en masse to very quickly level up there as well. And I literally left the world map and just rejoined in just to rush to Cavern of Remembrance. But if you'll remember last episode, we broke down a stalactite, so that means we are actually able to, instead of going through the normal door, we can hop straight to the mining area, which gets us, you know, into the mine shaft, I should say, not the mining area, the mine shaft a lot quicker. avoiding that silly jump puzzle. And as you can see, Sora, base form Sora, can move through this area amazingly fluidly. Like, scarily fast. The only thing we need is that one gust of wind. Which is so funny as well, because like you can see it sitting over the vent, so it has a reason. I know like Land of Dragons also had the little tornadoes, but you were kind of like, how the fuck did they get summoned, like? But at this point, we basically have, you know, our final form ready. We have a bunch of different tools that we can just get by a lot handier. As well as Donald having Donald Pure. I mean, that's also massive. We also use some setups, which, like, do not underestimate the change one defense point can make to you taking damage in the damage calculations. Also, equipping MP Rage just makes sense. The duck does get hit an awful lot. But when you look at it as well, like it's mad. How far and how fast we've come. Sorry. How far we've come and how fast we've gotten there. Oh god. Anyway, treasure chest, look! Serenity Crystal. So that means we've now completely collected every Serenity item. Oh no, Serenity, no. We do get, there's another treasure chest down here that has Remembrance Crystals. Which is, now that we've collected every Remembrance item, we're going to get another reward from the Moogles as well. We're actually just full on skipping all these fights. Just fly up to the door here, and we have our last collection of puzzle pieces to max out
it's over. Heal.
the puzzle collection. The only other one is from Winnie the Pooh's storybook. You just go to Starry Hill and double jump glide and collect it from Starry Hill. I couldn't find the footage of it, which was unusual for me. So I don't quite know what happened. If I can find it, I will put it into like the next video. But just to tell you guys that like it's in Starry Hill, unless I collected it somehow earlier and I've forgotten already. How am I missing this puzzle? Oh my god, I'm actually like avoiding it. It's actually more skillful to avoid the frickin' thing than to collect it, like.
Yeah.
I wasn't built for parkour games, sorry guys. The finesse of movement is not my strong suit. We'll just try that again. And I believe that's every single puzzle piece in Hollow Bastion gotten. I just want to fly all the way over and try and get back to this new area. Just to explain to you guys that this area is like end of the world gauntlet. This area is not for the faint of heart, and it will unlock one of the most important end of game challenges that we will have. It also contains the last number of treasures. So that's important too. But that's pretty much been the episode, guys. We've pretty much gotten all the puzzle pieces. I'll try and find that Winnie the Pooh one and put it in at the very end. But as I say, it's just on Starry Hill. Like, Winnie the Pooh's not exactly going to be one where you're like, I don't know where to find it. Like, they're fairly in plain sight there. It's just with the jumps that you won't get them. But that's been me. I'm just basically showing you that, like, this is like the end game super version of all the nobodies. And they are horrid. They're horrid, they're horrible, and they'll kill you super quick. So I very much die, and then I just run back to the save point and end the episode. But leave a like and a comment if you are happy that we have gotten to this stage. That we have, you know, max drives, gotten all the puzzle pieces, doing our final laps of like synthesis creation. It's all been really good. And next episode we will continue the story a teeny tiny bit, and then what I'm going to show you guys is some more of the missions, the mini games surrounding the missions of different worlds, getting high scores and things. And it's kind of going to be like, again, a tiny bit of story, but then a big section of it being mini games and side content for the next kind of 2 or so, maybe 3 episodes. But then we can kind of have a big batch of story until we complete the game then in one fell swoop, and it's not kind of all just side stuff all the time. Anyway, that's been me. Have a good one.
Huh.